This again. Hi you guys, sorry I'm late. Technical difficulties. Third time's the charm, right? My name is Nikki Godwin. I'm a master mentor with Couture. All the products that I'm going to use on the t-shirts tonight are with Couture. As you guys come in, say hello. Hey Devonna. If you're seeing the red live button at the top of your screen, that means you're catching the live. And if it's not there, you're catching the replay. And if you wouldn't mind, just hashtag replay for me. And shares are greatly appreciated. Long time no see, Devonna. I've missed you guys. How's that grandbaby? All right, so I am going to be doing a few Club Coutures that I have gotten in. This is January's and this is February's, the old snap. So I'm going to get started and I'm going to turn on my Easy Press here. Hopefully I will have the patience that it requires tonight to let the ink dry so that it doesn't smear. I'm not known for great patience, so we'll see what I can do. Let's see. I think I'm going to get started first with the iChalk. Just want to chalk pretty things. I've got a couple events coming up and I want some t-shirts to wear. He is a hoss, weighs, oh wow, 3 weeks old. What a sweet little boy. Love it. All right, so these are our silkscreen transfers. They come in a resealable package. They do have instructions on the back of all of your packages. And they tell you how to use your transfers and to care for them. So they have instructions on how to peel, apply, remove, clean, dry, and store your transfers so that you can use them over and over again. So you want to make sure that you are taking really good care of them so that you get the longest life out of your transfers possible. So I'm just going to share this video with a couple of my groups. Like I said, as you guys come in, say hello. I love being able to chalk with you guys. So I love being able to share crafts with you guys. And it has been a while since I've done a nighttime event, I think. So I'm going to put our ink mat in here. Now this is a sticky surface, and what it does is it holds the fabric so that the t-shirt does not shift. No, it's not cold. I'm just cold-natured. It's actually, I was in a tank top and shorts today when the sun was out. So no, it's not cold at all. It is not. So I'm just going to slide this in here. No, but you know, I like to keep my AC like at 69 degrees inside the house and then dress warmer. I don't know, I'm weird that way. So how about you guys? What's the weather like where you're at, Devonna? Is it freezing? I think I saw somewhere that Jersey was supposed to get snow today, this afternoon, right? Crazy. And we're down here in flip-flops, and it's supposed to be pretty warm and dry for the rest, for the upcoming week. So I'm pretty fortunate. I'm a Florida girl through and through, that's for sure. Dropping stuff all over the floor. Okay, so now that I have this ink mat under my shirt, I am just going to smooth out the wrinkles so that I don't get any bubbles. 60 where you're at? Yeah, see, I love that weather. That's what I'm talking about. It's when you get colder than that no bueno. I don't want that. Hey, Tanya Westercom. Miss your face. All right, so now that I've got this smoothed out, I'm just going to put this transfer right here on the back of this black t-shirt. I'm going to do two different colors in this. I'm going to take it off of this reusable backing. This side is matte. That's the side that you want to make sure that you do not put your transfer on. The side that you want to put your transfer on is really, really shiny. So as I'm lifting this off because it's fabric, I'm just going to pull it top to bottom or side to side, never corner to corner, because it will stretch because they are fabric. So instead of pulling this off the whole way and trying to fight with this transfer, I like to lift them a little bit, and then I will just place it, and then I'm just going to pull it this way, and then it goes directly onto your project, and you don't have to fight with it trying to get it where it's straight and it's, you know, doesn't have air bubbles in it. I just find it's easier to do it that way. So that's a cute little tip for you guys, especially if you're doing a full 8.5 by 11 transfer. This is a B size transfer, and when we say B size, this is the size that they usually are. All right, let's see. Now, the ink mat also keeps the ink from bleeding through to the other side. So I'm just going to move this down because I do have it up a tad too high. Hey, Melanie. I want to make sure that the entire surface that I'm going to be inking on is protected, because I don't want it to bleed through to the other side. So that's all I'm doing. Oh, cute. Make sure you post a picture of that. I want to see it. Let me see. It does feel like it's all the way up there. Let me just make sure that it's covering all the way the bottom here. Yep, it is. I have a little wrinkle in my shirt, so I'm just going to pull this up and smooth that out underneath there. I had that great plan, right? To pull it up, and then I wouldn't have any bubbles underneath on my fabric, and then my t-shirt was not completely straight underneath it, so it defeated the purpose. But that's fine. It's fixed. Not a big deal. So everywhere that is green is adhesive, so you just want to make sure that you're going over those surfaces so that you do not have any air bubbles when you're inking, because you don't want to have that ink bleed through. So I'm just using the edge, the flat edge of the squeegee, just to go over that and make sure I have a pretty good contact. So I'm going to do this in 2 different colors. I'm going to do this in, hey, thanks for sharing, Melanie. I appreciate that. So I'm going to do this in 2 different colors. I'm going to do it in white, and then I'm going to do it in the Couture teal. Now our ink is permanent once it's heat set. So after I heat set this, I will be able to wash it and dry it and not have to worry about it coming off. I love our inks. The consistency is perfect. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and open my Couture teal. As you can see, this is my favorite color. I use this a ton. I will have to order more Couture teal for sure. I use it on everything. Tote bags, t-shirts. I've put it on tea towels, you name it. Anything I can ink, I'm throwing it on there. All right. As you can see, I have a towel beside me because you want to make sure that you keep your hands clean so that you do not get this on your project anywhere that you do not want ink, because it doesn't come off very well. All right, so I'm going to do the chalk and teal, and I just want to in white, and then Pretty Things in white as well. So I'm just going to put on a little bit of my white. It doesn't require a whole lot of ink, so you really don't need a lot, and you're going to squeegee off your excess anyway. Now, when I first started doing this, I was really anxious about not getting the ink where I didn't want, because as I get to talking, it's kind of hard for me to remember what I'm doing. So I used to block off everything with washi tape, and that's just this little paper-like tape that you can put on here, and it just protects the areas that you don't want colored a certain color. So if you're a beginner, that's certainly something that you can do. You also have a little bit more time to work. Hey Judy, when you are working with ink, it does not dry as fast as our paste does. So you kind of have a little more time, and you can be a perfectionist more, I think, with ink than anything else. Also, because everywhere that's clear, you can see when you're getting a good cover to your fabric or your project below. So you know if there's any areas that you need to go back over. You just want a thin layer because it does take a while for the ink to dry. So I usually go back and scrape that off. Hi Stacy, hi Suzanne. So I'm just going to finish up this color down here. I need a little bit more white, don't have quite enough down there. Now this is just a baseball jersey for women that I got. Just a cheap t-shirt that I picked up. I think I picked it up at maybe Target, maybe Walmart, I'm not sure. You can ink pretty much on anything. It does not have to be, you know, surfaces that are designated for ink. You can literally just stop at the store and pick something up. I've inked on towels that I've gotten from Walmart and Target as well. So it makes it really nice when you're using our ink just to be able to pick up a project really, really quick and just, you know, make a gift for someone. I do recommend our white paste if you're going, or our white ink if you're going to be doing an ink project. I use white probably the most out of anything. And then I would go from there from whatever colors you like. But white and black, I always recommend that for our ink or our paste. All right, so I'm going to put this aside, and then I'm going to go back and I'm going to do the Couture Teal. Now these are just our silicone squeegees. They are soft. Terry cloth, you know, I don't know about terry cloth because the pile is so high on that. I would certainly give it a try. I mean, I've inked on burlap and things that are a little flatter. I think I did see someone do a terry cloth towel. I'm definitely going to be doing the mermaid on a terry cloth, Cindy, so we shall see how that goes, right? I would think it would be fine. I mean, I've seen them even do it on the sequin pillows, so I've got to assume that terry cloth would be fine. Oh yeah, Suzanne, you do need to tackle an ink project. Just practice on something that, just to get you started. Just to get over that fear. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you're welcome, Cindy. We'll just try it live. How about that? I don't mind being the guinea pig. I'm in the South. We initial and you know, decorate all of our clothes anyway, so why not, right? I'm a mermaid at heart, so I've been wanting to tackle that mermaid and do it on a beach towel. And just like Cindy, if you guys have any questions, just make sure you're posting them in comments. I don't mind answering them for you guys. All right. I'm going to go back over this, and I'm just going to squeegee off that excess and put it right back into my jar so that I can reuse it. We don't want to waste anything, right? I'm going to go up. I'm going to swipe up away from this because I see that I need to get the top part. And I got a little white on the top of this squeegee, so I'm just going to wipe it off on this towel. It's ink, Amanda. It's our ink line. It's Couture ink, so it's not paste. Now, I have used paste on burlap. You can definitely use that on something that you don't want to wash, but anything you're going to wash, use our ink. And then once you heat set it, you're good to go. All right, so now that I've got that covered, I'm going to peel this off. Gonna make sure my hands are clean. I'm a messy crafter. Right? I love being able to decorate stuff. All right. So I'm just gonna peel this up. Try not to let it fold over on my shirt. You just want to take your time and make sure that you're covering the surfaces. Sometimes I'm not really great with that when I'm talking on a live, but I try to be. And this shirt has a little bit of stretch to it, so it's kind of coming with the transfer. So I'm trying to pull this off gently. But it's got a little bit of a pull to it, or a little bit of a give with the shirt. So there we go. There we go. I love that. It looks like it was written with chalk. It looks perfect, you guys. All right, so I did a very thin layer on this so that I could dry it and then be able to heat set it. I do need multiple hands for this. Did y'all hear my inks? Did I tell y'all my ink story that I was live and I was doing a video and I was working really hard? It was like one of my very first ink projects. Hey, Valerie. And I'm sitting there and I'm doing the project and I got all the way to the end and I had been so careful and I flipped the towel up and to take it off of the ink mat, and I flipped it right into the tub of red ink right on camera, and I was like, oh, whoops. Right? Oh well, nobody's perfect. Crafting isn't meant to be perfect, that's for sure. All right, so I'm going to take this ink mat out because you do not want them to heat, to be subjected to heat, because it will warp your ink mat. So before I dry it or anything, I always take it off of the mat. And then I'll just set the mat aside. Look how cute that turned out, you guys. It looks perfect. It looks exactly like I wrote it with a piece of chalk. Love it. Okay, so I'm gonna dry this just a little bit. On low, let's see if I can remember. I did, yay. Thanks, Kelly. I love it too, you guys. I think it's gonna be so cute when I wear it to events or to a workshop. It is my hashtag, one of my hashtags on Instagram. So when they came out with it, I thought, oh my gosh, this is absolutely perfect. Hey, Vicki. So the biggest thing with ink is you want to let it dry. Ink has moisture in it. So when you're trying to heat set your ink, if you do not let that ink cure, you're going to end up with moisture in there. And so when you try to heat set it, it's not going to heat set properly, especially if you're doing ceramics. So what I like to do when I'm doing coffee mugs or anything like that, I like to let my ink sit for 24 hours before I heat set it. Now, I don't typically do that on fabric. I tend to try and dry them as much as I can, which this is pretty good. And then what I like to do is I will cover them with a piece of parchment. And then I'm just gonna use, well, since I'm on my kitchen counter, I'm gonna put a towel underneath it so that I don't ruin my kitchen counter, because I already did that and I took the finish, the shiny finish off of my kitchen counter, which the hubby doesn't realize yet because he doesn't clean the kitchen. I do, so we just won't tell him about that. All right, so now that I got a towel under there, I'm gonna fix this all over again, right? And then I'm just gonna put this, cover it up with parchment, and then I'm gonna use my Easy Press. And I'm just going to, I've got this heated up to 350 degrees. Now you can certainly use an iron if you do not have an Easy Press, and you would just iron it on high for 4 minutes front and back. But because I have an Easy Press, I'm just gonna put it on here, and then I'm just gonna hit the button and do it for 30 seconds. So if you have the opportunity to get an Easy Press, it certainly makes things much easier, but you don't have to have one. You can craft without it with no problem. So what do you guys think so far? Give me some hearts or some thumbs up if you're loving the designs. And I'm gonna just move it down here so I can get the next section. So, how many of you guys have tried Couture before? If you've tried Couture before, and I know some of you had because you're my customers, put a 1 in the comments. And if you have never tried it, put a 2. Amanda, you can get this on my website, and that is bythelakewithnikki.com. One time, oh, that's right, Cindy, I sent you stuff, I remember. So cute, look. So cute, I love it. It does take a minute for that to kind of cool down. Now, if I wanted this darker, I could lay that transfer back over this when this is cooled down and do this all over again. And then it would be just a little bit darker. I don't really mind it. I kind of like it looking like I have, yeah, Devonna, you do need to do it. I kind of like this looking like it was written with a piece of chalk. So I'm not necessarily concerned with it being darker. So we'll see. But I'm gonna do another t-shirt with you guys. I have the old snap transfer that I'm gonna do. So I'm just gonna set this one aside. And then I'm gonna grab my other t-shirt and my ink mat. And then we're gonna do it again. This time I'm probably gonna use black on this red t-shirt. I am obsessed with this next transfer. I don't know what it is, but I absolutely love this next transfer. I love the camera. Now this one will be in our subscription. So Couture is starting a subscription, so you can sign up, and then every month they will send you a transfer and sample paste for $19.99 a month, and it's with free shipping. And that you can also go to bythelakewithnikki.com, and they did a soft launch of that, and they had a problem with it not because you sign up and then it's not due till the first of the month. So the deferred payment, the website wasn't liking that, so they took that down, but that should be coming up live real soon. So you guys make sure that you're checking that out, because that is something that you would want to do. I mean, it's free shipping, you get a free transfer, and you get free paste. And I think the first time you sign up, there's a Kickstart program or a Kickstart package that you can get, and it comes with board erasers and squeegees and a chalkboard. I mean, it comes with a ton of stuff for $69 to like really get you started. You don't have to purchase that, but it just comes with everything you need. And then you also have the option when you sign up to purchase last month's transfer. Now, these are transfers that you cannot buy on the website unless you are part of the subscription. So they are exclusive transfers. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with Couture, but there is like craziness going on for those retired transfers. People love them. So the exclusive transfers are definitely something you're going to want to look into for sure. Hi, Lupe. Okay, so now the question is, what did I do with that transfer? I had it right here beside me. Oh, here it is. All right. So again, this is our next transfer. Now this again is a B-size transfer. This is the size transfer that you would get with that subscription. It does have white cut marks here, so if this transfer is designed to be cut into smaller pieces or layered, they will all come with the white cut lines. Unlike the transfer I just used that was a solid transfer. So I'm just going to take this out. And then I will cut it. Are you a photographer? Oh, Kelly. I saw this transfer done and it was just the camera and it was on a canvas and they did it in multiple colors. It was stunning. It would be beautiful in your studio. I loved it. I'll have to find a picture and post it in comments for you, Kelly. It was gorgeous. So I'm just going to cut this apart. I don't know if I will use the whole transfer. I might. We'll see. My son is actually taking photography in high school next year. That is one of his electives. And so we just did the whole camera and all that good stuff for him to go ahead and have him ready. Right, Kelly? So you need to sign up for that subscription so you can get this transfer. For sure. And it comes with the sample paste you need. And then if you are in my VIP group, I post specials in there. If you're not in there and you want to join my VIP group, post VIP and I will post the link to that for you. I will go back in as well and post the link to my website so that you guys can look that up. So if any of you guys want to shop, you can do that. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do Oh Snap right here, and then I'm going to do the camera kind of sideways. So I'm going to do the Oh Snap first, and then I'll go back and lay the camera on there. And then, let's see, maybe I'll do that down a little bit further, and then I'll do collect moments, not things. So I have really long hair. I mean, it's down almost to probably my lower back. So I always try to put things lower on my t-shirts or wear them in ponytails so that people will see my t-shirts. Okay, so again, I'm lifting that off the right way so that it doesn't stretch the transfer. And then I'm going to put this down a little further. Just kind of lining it up. What color do you think I should do this in? I know I'm going to do the camera in black. Do you think I should do this in white? Gonna do that when... I'm going to do that in white, I know. Camera's going to be in black. It's going to look like this, I think. What do you guys think? Yep, I think so too. All right, so Oh Snap in white, this in white, camera in black. Just like that. Perfect. All right, so I have the Oh Snap on here. Yeah, white, right? Okay, let me grab my squeegees. Here they are. I have multiple squeegees, so that may be an option for you guys. I mean, for me, doing projects, I do a lot of them, so for me, you can never have enough squeegees, but For you guys, as long as you don't mind taking the time to rinse yours off, one should be enough. We do have the large handled squeegee, which is fantastic for like our D and our C and our E size transfers, which are our largest. Do the flash in yellow. Okay. Put them, oh, okay, put the moments on the bottom angle. Sounds good. All right. I like it. I like it. See, that's why I need you girls. I need you here to speak reason into me because I'm pretty boring. I do everything in white. Color just doesn't even hardly enter my mind unless it's Couture teal, really. All right, so I've got this covered. I'm gonna go scrape this off. Put this right back into my jar. Don't want to waste it. The jar of ink is $13.99 and it lasts. I probably had this jar since they came out with ink, probably in June or July, and I do a lot of projects, so it does last for quite a while. So you're definitely gonna be good with just a jar of your favorite or necessary colors. Unlike acrylic paints, it won't dry out on you and become useless, which I love about that. All right, I'm gonna set this aside. I'm gonna wipe my hands off again. Okay, so now I'm gonna set these aside. I'm gonna pull this up. Let's see if I can comment it. Hold on. Let's see. There we go. There we go. That's the link to my website right there. That is also my blog. So you can get to all of my pages from that website. My Pinterest, everything. I do pin on there quite a bit. You're welcome, Cindy. All right, so. There we go. Oh my gosh, I'm loving that. Perfect. I'm so excited. Okay. Gonna do the camera now. I'm gonna do that, I think, right here. So you think that this should go down here, right? I'm gonna put it on there and see. There we go. Gonna grab my black for the camera. Now, usually black is my favorite ink. I just love the way it covers. And now that I say that, let's hope that it does perfect while I'm doing it, right? The camera has a lot of silk screen area. So I'm hoping that the black will show up nicely on this red. Yeah, exactly. That's what I think so too. What what I'd do without you ladies. I'd be a hot mess. Thanks for keeping me straight. I appreciate it. Okay. So, that was smart. I wiped it on the lid and not the jar. See? See? I cannot even take care of myself. Lord help me. All right. So now I've got that on there. I'm just going to pull this up. How does that show up for you guys? I think it looks fantastic. I am loving it. The transfer comes from Couture, and I posted that day up there. You can get that on my website. It's www.bythelakewithnikki.com. Okay, so collect the moments. Did you guys say do that in white? I know we talked about doing the flash in a different color, right? Let's see, should I do it? I'm loving this. I cannot even with this design. This camera, do it in, oh, you think white, black? Oh, Lord. What do you guys think? All right, white. I got 2 whites. Gonna do it in white. Now, like I said, because this silk screen is clear, you can see how the shirt is taking the ink. So you can see if you have missed any areas, and you can just go back with your squeegee and simply fill those in. So you kind of fix any coverage mistakes before you lift it. But now if you lift it slow and you've missed something, just lay that transfer right back down and go back over it. No big deal. And if I mess it up, I'll just wear my hair down, right? And then nobody will see it and I won't have to worry about it. All right, this time let's remember to put it back in the jar. All right. Wipe my hands off again. Now I'm going to lift this up. There we go. You guys, this is so easy. If you can if you can like make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, you can do this. That's the skill level I have. So this is so easy. Okay. This is ink that I'm using, Michelle. So this is our Couture ink, and you can find that on my website. Okay, so where do you guys think these two should be placed? I think this should kind of probably go around here somewhere. Maybe I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I even use these? This is where I'm like, oh Lord. The flash needs to be on the other side of the camera. Where? Over here? You tell me where, Kelly. Okay. Over here. Perfect. Got it. And then you want this over here maybe. And these you wanted in yellow, right? Y'all said yellow? All right, perfect. All right. I'm so glad you're on, Kelly. Thanks for your help. All right, I'm gonna use my multi-tool right here. This tool is angled so that you can get it in your paste jars and get underneath that lip and stir it around. And it also has a small squeegee on this side of it for detailed projects, and that's what I'm gonna use this in. All right, let's see. Gonna put this right here. And then I'm just gonna take this paste, I'm gonna put it right over here. Going over these silk screen areas. Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be perfect, right? No worries. Thank you, thank you. Couldn't have done it without you guys. Appreciate you being here with me tonight. Especially joining me late at night, right? Okay, now that I got that covered and I have taken off. Hey, Nicole. Yes, Kelly, you need to do this. This is so easy. All right, I'm just going to lift this up. Hey, Jennifer. You guys, I had a monumental day. Jennifer just joined and it reminded me. Today, I added my 100th team member. 100. Is that not amazing? I was so ecstatic today. All right. So if you guys are loving this and you want to do Couture for yourself as a business, you can certainly put info in the comments and I'll share that with you guys as well. All right, now that I've got that on there, I absolutely love how this turned out. Oh, thanks so much, Nicole. I am blessed by chalk for sure. I'm so blessed. I started just a little over a year ago, and I just started it as a hobby and thought, well, I'll just make some stuff for myself. And I posted a couple of things and people were like, oh my gosh, how did you do that? I want to do it too. And I had a couple of people join my team right off the bat and it just kind of took off from there. And it just went crazy. I know I should be better about selling it. I'm running out of room. Seriously, my husband is like, you've got to start getting rid of something. Thanks for hopping on, Cindy. Thanks, Michelle. All right, so now that I have got this all done, I'm going to take this ink mat out and then I'm going to heat set it, and that will be our second t-shirt tonight. Oh, I should do Etsy for sure. I should. I'm on Etsy enough, Lord knows. Okay, I've got the ink mat out of there because you never want to apply heat to that. Now I'm just going to use my Easy Press. I'm going to cover this. Actually, no. Remember, I'm so bad about this. I'm going to dry it real quick. Hold on. Right? 2 shirts in less than an hour. So easy. Imagine, you guys, if y'all had like birthday parties that you needed to do for your kids and stuff like that. Wouldn't these be great gifts instead of the little swag bags that you give? I love that. Okay. So I've got my parchment paper. Just going to cover this back up again. And I'm just going to set this heat press on here. Make sure that I've got it all covered. And then I'm just going to hit the button and do it for 30 seconds. And then I'm going to lift it up and we're going to see how this red t-shirt took the ink. It is so easy, you guys. So easy. There are no DIY fails here. You just practice and you've got it. But honestly, I started and I didn't seem to have a problem with it at all. The heat presses, I think I just bought a incentive actually for a team member. Jennifer and I went in together and got one for a team member that won for the month, and I just bought it for $100 on Amazon. So don't forget to share the video Make sure you share it with your friends so everybody can see. Because I am a small business, so I do really appreciate that a ton. And if you're liking the video, make sure you give it a hearts and some thumbs up. And I appreciate you guys for commenting. Thank you so much. And I'm going to do this little star right here. So I'm going to do it one more time just to make sure. I know. I got that one on Amazon and it was on sale. And I just bought it just the other day. So you might be able to get one. Thanks for sharing, Kelly. I appreciate it. Oh, you don't have to use a heat press, Michelle. Just use an iron on high for 4 minutes, front and back. Easy peasy. You certainly don't need anything special to do it. That's for sure. Oh, you guys, it took perfectly to this shirt. I am so in love with this. Hi, Heather. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Oh my gosh, you guys. Every time I use this stuff, I love it more and more. Look at that. How fast and easy was that, right? 2 t-shirts in less than an hour. And they're completely finished and I can wash and dry them and not have to worry about it. So I will, I already posted the link to my website. You can find everything at www.bythelakewithnikki.com. If you're interested in joining my VIP group where I post specials, and I'm thinking about having my first live sale in there, post VIP and I will post that or send you the link to that in comments or in Messenger. And if you're interested in joining Couture and doing this with me, then just post info and I'll send that information out to you guys. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight, and I will probably be back on Thursday to do another project. So, and I'll probably do 9 because this time seems to work really, really well. All right, you guys, thank you so much. Have a great night. Bye-bye.